inhabiting Earth since forever. It's only now the aliens got the attention of people.
What is it?
Ultimately, they stumble across this strange 3-foot creature lying in the snow.
Whether landing from the skies or hiding in shadows. I have gathered evidence of their existence from every corner of our world.
I immediately can tell this isn't human because it's very small, and it also doesn't have the cranium of a human. Its head is a very different shape.
So tag along to know what happened after authorities captured an alien in Russia.
J-Rod was one of the crash survivors and worked directly with our own government.
Alien in ice.
What is it? What the heck?
A Russian man, while exploring Antarctica, made a surprising discovery. While digging through the ice, he discovered a frozen body with a huge, pale head that looked unmistakably alien. His video of the discovery went viral instantly. People were divided. Some thought it was fake, while others were sure it was real proof of aliens. The internet then went crazy with debates about whether this is real or just a clever hoax. So, guys, tell me, is this the proof we've been waiting for? Or is it just another wild story? Strange discovery in snowy field. One day in Russia, a man stumbled upon something that looked like it came from another world. While walking in a remote area, they found a strange body that made them stop in their tracks. The creature was about 3 feet tall, with a big head that seemed too large for its body. Its arms and legs were long and skinny, like sticks. The skin was dark gray and smooth, with no hair at all. It didn't look like any animal anyone had ever seen before. Excited and a bit scared, the Finder carefully took the body to the local authorities. Scientists came to study it, poking and prodding, trying to figure out what it could be. After lots of tests, they said it wasn't just some weird animal, but an alien. This news spread quickly, making people wonder what other secrets Earth might be hiding. Could there be more alien visitors from long ago that we haven't found yet? Siberian surprise. While trekking through the isolated forests of Siberia, a Russian explorer spotted something mind-blowing. A mysterious humanoid skeleton was lying on the floor. The creature had pale, translucent skin and had a bulging head that made the explorers scream. Alien! It was lying lifelessly. The explorer, however, was so daring that he even poked it with a stick. But no movement, guys. I don't know if he's brave or foolish. Well, just when he posted the video online, netizens couldn't believe what they were seeing. And let me tell you, this is as solid as it gets when it comes to proof of extraterrestrial life. Seriously, if this doesn't convince you, then I have no idea what will. Nazca Mummy. Some tourists discovered alien mummies in the Nazca caves of Peru. Since then, many explorers have rushed to the caves, only to find them completely empty. First revealed by UFO researcher Jaime Maussan, these creatures might have looked dead, but sharp-eyed viewers noticed something strange. Their arms and other parts seemed to move, like they were alive and just pretending to be dead to scare people away. Later on, DNA results claimed they were aliens, but searches found the area deserted. So, where did these aliens go? And if they're still here, how did they even get to Earth? A spooky nighttime visitor. A house servant had a night he would never forget. While he was asleep, something strange happened. The security camera above his bed captured it all. The room was filled with yellow light from an open door, and the camera recorded something alarming. A small, thin, humanoid figure slowly peeked around the door. It looked like a person, but wasn't quite one. It had a big, oddly shaped head and very long arms and legs, and it seemed to be coming out of the wall. After a while, it left the room and was never seen again. The creature tried to hide, but the camera caught every moment. It definitely was an alien from outer space. Aliens newborn.
A bizarre mummified body found in Kishtim, Russia.
An old lady in a small Russian town was walking near the woods when she heard strange sounds and went to investigate. There she found a tiny creature that looked like a baby, but something was off. As she got closer, she felt dizzy and lost track of time. It seemed she got possessed. When she came to her senses, she realized she had taken the strange being home. She called her daughter-in-law to come see what she found. But by the time her daughter-in-law arrived with her friend who was a researcher, the creature wasn't moving. He took the lifeless body away for study. The old lady never forgot her strange encounter in the woods. Marine aliens.
UFO activity. So if there's beings coming from a different planet, we would expect that.
The divers had a fascinating adventure in the Russian Ocean. They felt weird movements in the water and thought something might be following them. Feeling scared, they looked around and spotted 3 bright lights directly in front of them. After focusing on them, they noticed some strange beings that resembled humans and were dressed in silver suits. The divers thought they might be underwater aliens. Before they could take any action, the spooky otherworldly creatures disappeared. Alien activity. In Antarctica, a man captured a massive capsule-like object floating above the frozen sea. The strange object was emitting low, eerie sounds and seemed otherworldly. And just as it drifted, a bright blue light shot out. I believe it was proof of aliens, with whispers of an extraterrestrial base hidden deep beneath the ice. Well, others couldn't agree with my point and came up with even crazier explanations. They argued it was nothing more than an elaborate hoax. But with such chilling evidence in plain sight, I believe we shouldn't really ignore the possibility of alien activity. Egyptian encounter. Few months ago, something truly unbelievable was captured on camera in Egypt's western desert, a UFO hovering ominously close to the ground. And yes, it's surprising to see something so clear, so up close. But guys, here's where it gets really unsettling. The UFO wasn't just floating there. Yep. The footage is blurry, but still you can clearly spot strange figures moving inside the craft. Were these aliens in the middle of an abduction? Or were they simply returning to their spaceship after years of lurking among us on Earth? Even the onlookers who witnessed this shocking event were left utterly speechless and terrified by the experience. Fireballs? While hiking in the Alaskan mountains, a wildlife worker came across something truly astonishing. 3 glowing fireballs drifting eerily in the sky. He whipped out his phone and started recording, capturing the strange scene. Once the footage went viral, even the experts were completely baffled, offering no clear explanation, which only confirmed that it might be about alien visitors. As debates heated up, people everywhere began to wonder if these fireballs were proof of extraterrestrial life or just an unusual natural phenomenon. Mystery in Alaska. Most people think Antarctica is the most mysterious, icy place, but in 2022, something happened in Alaska that might shock you. A man went to explore the icy mountains there, but when he returned, he had seen something unusual. A UFO was flying over the mountains, as if there were some kind of secret about aliens right there. He observed it quietly for a long time, but no alien came out from there. He felt that they might be suspicious of him, so he quickly left the area out of fear. But what was actually happening there was never discovered, and the mystery was never resolved. Flying UFO. Here's the reason why it's always smarter to check things out than regret it later. A mysterious video from an unknown location surfaced online, causing quite a stir. The footage showed a flying saucer hovering over a dense forest. 2 beams of light shot down from the craft, moving carefully, almost like they were scanning the area for danger. Then, just as quickly, the lights shut off, and the saucer started landing before completely disappearing. UFO enthusiasts immediately called it legit proof that aliens are real, and some even believe they're preparing for an invasion. What do you think? Could this be a real deal? Alien base. There's a rumor that's been circulating for years. In Alaska, a giant black alien pyramid is hidden. So, let's find out whether it's true or not. Some say it's been there for centuries, and the only clue we have is a mysterious picture that surfaced online a few years ago. While people claim it's just some old generator, others insist that aliens are still using it as a secret base today. And the internet went even crazier when a former US official hinted that the military knows about its existence.
The only reason the military or the government would cover up a find, they found it strategically beneficial, then they will fight to keep it secret.
So this might be proof that aliens are real, but I wouldn't go looking for it alone. Drawing spirit. A chilling sight was captured on a security camera one stormy night. As rain poured down, a man and his friend stood on the road when a strange, unknown being suddenly emerged. With terrifying strength, the creature grabbed the man and began to pull him away into the darkness. His friend, paralyzed with fear, tried desperately to rescue him, but was overpowered. He dashed inside the house to call for emergency help. When he finally returned, he was shocked to see the creature had vanished, leaving his friend thrown back onto the road. The frightening event left everyone in disbelief, wondering about the mysterious force that had appeared out of nowhere. Odd skeleton. Have you ever thought about someone who had lived ago? While digging an ancient site, some Russian archaeologists came across a weird 2,000-years-old skeleton with an odd-looking cranium. The skull had a long, stretched-out shape on top. Apart from the skull, all the other body parts were human-like. A thorough examination by archaeologists revealed a strange aspect of the event. According to them, it wasn't a typical human leftover, but was either an alien or might be a demon. It was hard to believe what they had experienced, but they could not ignore it too. They consulted the authorities to take it to a museum to preserve it. Giant sea creature.
Похудел. Вот постяра какой.
A walk on Russia's Pacific coast turned into a thrilling adventure for one tourist. As he strolled along the beach, something caught his eye. Half hidden in the sand was a huge, hairy body with a weird shape and strange tail. Excited but scared, the tourist called for help. Soon, marine experts rushed to the scene. They looked closely at the odd creature, searching for clues about what it could be. Everyone held their breath as they waited for answers. But its identity remained a mystery, as the marine officials never saw such a creature before. They took it with them and handed it over to a lab scientist for further examination. Mermaid-like creature.
Oh my goodness.
Tusk hunters in Siberia were in for a big surprise when they stumbled upon something truly strange. Hidden in the icy landscape was a creature unlike anything they'd ever seen before. It had a weird-shaped head and legs that seemed stuck together, with long hair covering its body. But what really caught their eye were two clean cuts. Many bones were missing too, like its spine, ribs. They were amazed by the thick pads on its feet. It was a mammoth, but only a few years old. The hunters were puzzled. This odd discovery made them wonder if strange animals were still out there, waiting to be found in Siberia's frozen lands. Mysterious Russian mummy. In 1993, archaeologists digging in Russia's Altai Mountains made an amazing discovery. They found an ancient tomb that held a strange secret. Inside was a tall, thin mummy with odd tattoos. It stood 165 centimeters tall, but weighed only 49 kg. When the scientists looked closer, they got a big shock. The mummy's bones and fat didn't look human at all. The local people of Altai said that she was the princess of the plateau, a magical being with special powers. According to legend, she protected the people from evil spirits. This discovery left the archaeologists with a big mystery. It is still being studied by them. Ancient dog-like creature. In the icy lands of eastern Siberia, a local made an amazing find in the summer of 2018. Hidden in the frozen ground was a tiny puppy, perfectly preserved for thousands of years. Scientists were thrilled when they saw the ancient pup. Its fur, teeth, and even whiskers were still there after 18,000 years in the ice. They couldn't believe how well it had survived all that time. After studying it, they found that it was a creature from another world, frozen long ago. This mysterious puppy might be just the beginning of incredible discoveries yet to come. Strange flying saucer. An ordinary day suddenly turned into an extraordinary adventure when a car dash cam recorded something unusual. At first, it seemed to be a normal cloud, but later, it started to reveal itself. It was a spaceship moving in circles. The recorded video showed the transition from a normal cloud to a clearly defined round shape with brightness. Soon, it vanished, and the sky became clear, leaving the spectators fascinated by the flying saucer. This incredible sight left everyone talking and wondering about the mysterious UFO. Lightning-fast UFO.
Object is just basically hovering. It suddenly shoots off into the sky, leaving a kind of white trail.
Sometimes, the most incredible things happen when you least expect them. An analyst in England saw something that made his mind blow. While reviewing footage from a webcam, he saw something flying in the sky, moving at the speed of lightning. He couldn't tell if it was a drone or a spaceship. The weird thing zoomed straight up into the air and then vanished. It was there 1 second and gone the next. He was sure that he had encountered a UFO that came from outer space. The sighting left him with so many thoughts, believing star creatures must have sent it to gather information about Earth. Robot woman in Russia. A strange sight from a window led to an unexpected mystery. A man saw a woman on the sidewalk, but something was off. She walked, then stopped for a few seconds, then started walking again. It seemed like she was frozen in time. He watched closely, unable to make sense of the strange movement. The figure seemed real, but moved in a way that was unnatural. This mysterious sight left him wondering if it was an alien or some other worldly creature. The reality of what he saw remained a mystery. Mysterious black smoke. People in Moscow witnessed something truly bizarre in the sky. A huge circle of black smoke appeared above their homes, spinning around and around in a strange display. They sent drones up to get a closer look. Many people speculated that it could be a rocket ship from outer space. They watched intently, wondering what would happen next. Then, as suddenly as it had appeared, the smoke vanished. People began to whisper that it must have been aliens visiting Earth. They imagined the mysterious spacecraft flying back to its planet, leaving them with a thrilling mystery to share. Gliding monster. A normal fishing day at a Russian Siberian lake turned into a thrilling adventure when a fisherman cast his net into the waters. A huge hole suddenly appeared in the net, as if torn by a powerful force. Before he could figure it out, he felt movement nearby and a giant creature surfaced above the water. The fisherman immediately thought of the famous Loch Ness Monster. He sped away his boat back to shore and reported the sighting to local authorities, who could take action. Another such incident happened when a tourist, sitting beside a lake, spotted a bizarre creature in the water. Just a few feet long, it had a strange crown-like top and long, curvy tentacles. It was gliding across the water instead of swimming, and suddenly it made its way down, leaving its identity hidden as a mystery. Flying alien. A street camera in Russia captured something strange, a 2-feet-tall creature that looked just like a penguin. But then it did something penguins can't do. It flew. Without any wings, the strange being lifted off the ground, soared through the air, and then landed back down. The footage left everyone puzzled. People thought it was a visitor from outer space who was looking for its space station. The flying alien video became an internet sensation, with people from all over trying to figure out what the mysterious creature could be. Hanged UFO. A Russian local was filming the clouds when he noticed something odd, a black round object hanging motionless in the sky, and captured it on camera. At first, he thought it was just a drone, but when he got home and looked at the footage on his computer, he realized it was something very abnormal. The mysterious object flashed twice and then vanished. The man was sure he had seen a real UFO, briefly stuck in the sky before disappearing. Excited by his discovery, he shared the video online, asking if anyone else had seen the strange object. Giant hole. Russian researchers encountered a massive hole in the Yamal Peninsula. This was huge, over 300 feet deep, and seemed to be endless. Not just this, they found 7 more like it nearby. By the end of 2014, 20 of these giant craters had appeared. They worked hard to solve the mystery. After careful study, they found out that it was caused by hot gases that build up underground and burst through the surface, creating these huge openings. This amazing discovery showed how our changing climate can create weird and unexpected things in nature. Falling spacecraft.
The Roswell incident remains the most well-known UFO event in history.
In 1991, geologists searching for gold in Russia's Ural Mountain made an incredible find. Buried 30 feet underground were thousands of tiny metal coils that looked like machine parts. When scientists looked at them under a microscope, they found the coils were made of tungsten and molybdenum, super strong materials used in spaceships. The mystery deepened when locals added that they had seen a bright object zoom across the sky and crash to the ground. But when people went to look, there was nothing there. Everyone believed that those were the parts from an alien ship that crashed long ago and then somehow took off again. Ancient beauty encountered. In Rzhavchik village, miners made an incredible discovery while digging for coal. They unearthed a huge metal box buried deep underground. When they opened it, they were stunned. Inside was a beautiful girl sleeping peacefully. Despite being there for a long time, her skin remained soft and warm. The miners quickly informed the authorities, and she was taken to experts. The experts were amazed as the liquid used to preserve her hinted at a lost civilization from 800 million years ago, a time when Earth wasn't supposed to support any life. Some even wondered if she had arrived from a crashed spaceship. The discovery left everyone fascinated and full of questions. Giant shadow. An ordinary night turned extraordinary when a man filmed something amazing during a lightning storm. As lightning lit up the sky, he captured the giant silhouette walking through the storm. The huge figure seemed to move through the darkness, lit up by the frequent flashes of lightning. He could only see a glimpse of it in the light. The sight was both exciting and scary, leaving the man in shock. People who saw the video were left wondering if it was a divine presence or something from another world. The mysterious figure's appearance during the storm became a topic of fascination and endless speculation. Flying alien. A couple was happily posing for a photo when something caught their attention. A strange figure hovering in the sky. It was like some humanoid darting across the clouds, but it was at a speed no human could match. So what really is it? Even after watching this bizarre figure zipping by, the onlookers were in utter surprise. To me, it seems like an extraterrestrial on a secret mission, but the way it looked, maybe it was something darker, something even more sinister. So, could it have been the Grim Reaper? Let's hope everyone left before this eerie entity made its move. Strange UFO.
What is it?
A mysterious UFO known as the Jellyfish was spotted in the UK, far from its usual haunt in Iraq. The object floated high in the sky for a long time, catching everyone's attention. Just as the video was about to end, the UFO began its slow descent, almost as if it was preparing to land. Locals were unnerved. The UFO was too large and moved too strangely to be any ordinary balloon or plane. Authorities haven't said a word about it. Either they don't have a clue, or they're hiding something huge. An alien spider. In Chelyabinsk, Russia, a man looked out his apartment window and saw something that made his heart race. There, on the front building across the street, with long, skinny arms and legs that looked like stick insects, it moved in a weird way, crawling and sliding up the windows. The man quickly grabbed his phone and started filming. He watched in amazement as the creature's limbs stretched out and pulled back in, helping it climb higher and higher. When the odd visitor reached the roof, it suddenly vanished behind the building. The man was left wondering what he had just seen. His video spread quickly, leaving people all over the world puzzled about the mysterious climber. A mysterious creature in Russian River. A local in Nordvik, Russia, saw something weird while sitting by a river. In the grass, he noticed a zigzag-shaped stick moving slightly, having a brown and rough skin. To his surprise, when he released it in water, it swam away in the opposite direction so fast that the intense water waves could not stop it. He told his friend about what he saw, who revealed that the odd animal was called Garud Kashta. It usually lives in the Himalayan mountains, far from Russia, but was encountered many times in that region. He was amazed to see such a rare creature so far from its home. Icy Enigma. So, could this finally be proof that aliens are just hiding from us? A massive object emerged from the frozen water. It looked exactly like a huge UFO, as if taken from some alien movie. But it's real, guys! It had a towering black structure with its windows scattered across its surface. Just as it was uploaded online, conspiracy theorists went wild. Some claimed this was the sign of hidden alien bases beneath the ice. Let me reveal it to you now. After some digging, it turned out this wasn't an alien spacecraft at all. It was actually the HMS Trenchant, a nuclear-powered British submarine. So while the alien theory was thrilling, it was just our own tech stirring the waters. Vanishing space carrier in Russian snow. In Russia, locals made a puzzling discovery. Hidden in the deep snow, they found a strange, heavy object that no one could explain. The thing was round and weighed a whopping 200 kilojoules. It had a cylinder shape with a shiny silver dome on one end. At first glance, it looked a bit like a car, but it definitely wasn't. They called the space agency for help, who found something surprising. The object contained titanium, a special metal often used in spacecraft. But the mystery deepened. The very next day, the object vanished without a trace, leaving everyone scratching their heads, wondering about the secrets of space and what might be out there. The Skybeam. A family in Switzerland heard a scary, loud noise and ran outside. they saw an amazing sight, a blue beam spreading across the sky. The beam was so bright and close, it seemed as if it would burn the tops of trees and buildings. People witnessing it captured the sight on camera. They believed it was a weird electrical storm or light from a spaceship hidden behind the clouds. After a while, the storm ended, and the sky cleared up. The family wondered if a mysterious spacecraft had caused this strange weather event. A strange sky wire. A traffic policeman spotted something that made him freeze. Up in the dark sky, a strange object caught his eye. At first, he thought it was a Starlink satellite train, a string of lights moving across the sky. But as he looked closer, he realized this was something very different. The object looked like a long wire divided into sections, with odd rectangular blocks attached to it. The policeman got anxious as he noticed the movement of the mysterious craft. It flew in a way no satellite could, changing direction smoothly. He thought, this must be an alien spaceship. As the strange object disappeared into the distance, the policeman was left wondering what he had just seen. The subscriber pick. At a hidden research center, it suddenly became the center of an out-of-this-world medical emergency. A nurse was wheeling a patient down a bright, clean hallway. But this was no ordinary patient. It was a creature that looked like it came straight from a sci-fi movie. The being had a huge, balloon-like head with slanted eyes that seemed too big for its face. Its skin was a weird, grayish color, and its body looked small and weak compared to its giant head. Even though it was unlike anything they'd ever seen, the doctors decided to help. They turned part of their secret lab into a hospital room for their alien visitor. The team had to be really creative, guessing how to treat a body so different from ours. As they worked to heal their strange patient, everyone wondered, where did it come from, and what would happen when it got better?